So, what exactly is RPA? Let's break the name down. Robotic Process Automation. When most people hear the word robot, they imagine a machine with arms and legs, something that walks around like it does in the movies. But that's not what we're talking about here. In RPA, the robot isn't made of metal. It doesn't walk. It doesn't talk. It doesn't even exist physically. Instead, it's a software robot. Think of it as a digital employee, one that lives inside a computer. Now imagine you're sitting in front of your laptop. You open Google Chrome. You visit a website. You log in. You download a report. You open Excel. You copy some data. You paste it into another application. Then you save the file. Every single action you performed, clicking, typing, scrolling, copying, pasting, opening files, closing applications. A software robot can learn to do those exact same actions, step by step. And once it's trained, it can repeat those actions whenever you ask it to. Let's take a simple example. Imagine every morning your company receives 50 customer orders by email. Normally, an employee opens each email, downloads the attachment, reads the customer's name, copies the order details, opens another application, enters the information, saves it, moves to the next email, again and again and again. Now imagine a software robot doing the same work. It opens the inbox, downloads every attachment, reads the information, enters it into the company's system, saves everything, and sends a confirmation email. All automatically. No one has to sit there clicking through each order. That's the power of RPA. Here's another example. Suppose your college asks a staff member to prepare attendance reports every evening. Without RPA, someone has to open multiple spreadsheets, copy the attendance, calculate percentages, create a report, save it, and email it to the faculty. With RPA, a software robot can perform those exact same steps automatically. The report is ready before anyone even starts working. Now here's something important. RPA doesn't magically know what to do. Someone has to teach it. Just like you teach a new employee. You show them the first step, then the second, then the third. Eventually, they remember the process. A software robot works in a very similar way. You tell it exactly what to do. Click this button, open this file, read this value, paste it here, save the document, repeat. Once the process is created, the robot simply follows those instructions with incredible speed and consistency. It doesn't improvise, it doesn't guess. It follows the workflow exactly as it was designed. And that's one of the reasons businesses trust RPA for repetitive tasks. So, if a software robot can perform office work just like a human, how do we actually create one? Do we need to write thousands of lines of code? Do we need to become expert programmers? Fortunately, the answer is no. There are powerful tools that allow almost anyone to build software robots using simple visual workflows. And one of the most popular tools in the world is called UiPath. In the next episode, we'll explore UiPath for the very first time. And together, we'll build our first software robot from scratch. We've come a long way in just a few minutes. At the beginning of this video, we looked at a simple problem, doing the same task again and again. We saw how repetitive work slowly consumes our time. Not because it's difficult, but because it doesn't require us to think. Then we discovered something interesting. Automation isn't some futuristic technology. It's already part of our everyday lives. From the alarm that wakes us up every morning, to the payment notifications we receive on our phones, automation is everywhere. After that, we stepped inside a company. We saw how businesses deal with thousands of repetitive tasks every single day. Processing invoices, updating customer records, sending emails, tasks that may seem small on their own, but together consume thousands of hours every year. And then we met something truly fascinating. Not a physical robot, but a software robot. One that can click buttons, open applications, read information, fill forms, generate reports, and perform repetitive work with incredible speed and consistency. That's the world of robotic process automation, or simply RPA. Now imagine this. Instead of spending 2 hours copying data, you build a robot that completes the work in 2 minutes. Instead of manually generating reports every evening, you press one button and the report is ready before you even finish your coffee. Instead of repeating the same task every single day, you spend your time solving problems, learning new skills, creating better solutions. That's the real purpose of automation. It isn't about replacing people, it's about removing repetitive work, so people can focus on work that actually matters. And here's something exciting. This is only the beginning. Right now, you understand why automation exists. In the next episode, we'll start building. I'll introduce you to one of the world's most popular RPA platforms, UiPath. You'll see what the interface looks like. You'll understand how software robots are created. And before you know it, you'll build your very first automation, even if you've never written a single line of code before. So if you've ever looked at a repetitive task and thought, there has to be a smarter way, you're in the right place. Because throughout this series, we'll learn together, we'll build together, we'll make mistakes together, and by the end, you'll understand not only how automation works, but how to create it yourself. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. That way you won't miss the next episode. And before you leave, I have one final challenge for you. Look around your daily life, at home, in college, find one task that you repeat every single day. Ask yourself one simple question. If I had a software robot, could it do this for me? Write your answer in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. This is just the first step of an exciting journey. I'll see you in the next episode, where we'll build your very first software robot. See you soon!
Huh?